It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? Man, what's good with the people, man? How's y'all doing on this fake foolery fake foolery Friday? You say fake foolery Friday? We talking about, bro. We gonna get into it, but before we do that, matter of fact, what's good, people like hee ha ha. Ken in the pen, all my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't everybody on bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep the head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you gonna get the stick up in stores now, man. You know what I'm talking about? Funky Dietry, you know what I'm talking about? And if all else fails, make sure you go to Amazon, get you a hardback. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide INC. What'd you say, bro? Worldwide Incorporated. What'd you say, bro? Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? It means everybody included. Shout out to Ndugu, Mike Cutthroat, Lil Rue, not Lil Rue, Lil Rue. Tata the player, that's who comes next. Same thing, bro. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head up, huh? You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it. Y'all know, bro, man, I don't promote no drug users, drug sellers. Y'all don't promote nothing, man. No alcohol consumption. You know what I'm talking about? Don't take a sip of the sippers. No, man, don't do it. Bro, I don't promote nothing, man. I don't promote no crime. I don't promote no negativity. I don't promote no violence. I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no negativity. No, man. Man, I don't promote shh. You know what I'm talking about? They say whatever. I don't promote shh. You know what I'm talking about? All I promote is y'all go ahead, do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. We don't know how much of it we got, man. But you can better like myself, man. I'm not prejudiced, nah. Better like myself, man. I ain't got nothing against the sexually different, nah. I could better like myself, man. I ain't got nothing against the little people, nah, man. Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. They was talking to me, man. I love me some everybody, you know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest, you know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace, you know what I'm talking about? That joy, you know what I'm talking about? That love. What you say, bro? That love, you know what I'm talking about? Back to YouTube community, man. Is you with me? Hey, check it out. Psst, 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 psst. Hey, come fuck with a nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Man, what's good with the people, man? We got Coffee Chronicles on deck. You know what I'm talking about? Mama say brush your whiskers when you on TV. You know what I'm talking about? Mama say brush them whiskers when you on TV, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody who's scared of the dark but drink Hennessy. You know? I cracked that time. I see you, man. That brown keep you down, that white keep you high. Well, I see you, man. I say, what we on today, man? Fake foolery. They say, what's fake foolery, bro? It's all that faking and foolery. It's all that fake foolery, bro. All that fluff, all that fake foolery. You know what I'm talking about? Say, bro, you gonna have to elaborate on that. Man, listen, man. In this motherfucking life right here, man. Especially in these days, I was just tripping off something, not tripping off something, but I was, I don't forget what the fuck I was looking at last night, but something got me to thinking, you know what I mean? They say, what's that? Because, like, you know, I motherfuckers just always try to put something on them, like, the people who ain't been here before, they act like all this shit is new, like, and I was just tripping, bro, ain't nothing ever changed. It's just the way that shit been painted. Because I got to thinking back, because I heard some nigga like, you know how these doctor niggas be and all these motherfuckers always talking about the state of the, they say, bro, you be doing the same thing. Only difference is I went to Frick with you. We came up under the same conditions. You ain't never seen this nigga before in your life. And he coming to tell you something, man, y'all something straight out of comic book. But that's neither here nor there. But I was talking about how masculine these bitches is and shit. And that got me to wondering. And that shit got me to thinking of some shit. And what I tripped off of was, I don't really see no difference. Once I got to thinking about it, bruh. Cause ain't nothing really changed about these bitches, bruh. I'm just trying to think back when I was little, bruh. Man, they be trying to act like a submissive, bruh. Them hoes wasn't submissive either, bruh. You get what I'm saying? Them bitches was running around with that big ass mouth too, bruh. You get what I'm saying? So, I think it's just perceived different. Cause I was thinking about that. Nigga, my grandma had one of the worst mouths that a woman could have on her. I ain't bullshitting with you. I ain't bullshitting with you. And I just got to thinking back. Now they be trying to talk, man, these bitches, man, these hoes always been talking shit, bruh. I just think ain't nothing even changed about that. It's just the way y'all perceive it. I think y'all done got a little bit more softer. That's what I actually think. You know what I'm talking about? I think y'all done got a little bit more softer. But I'm just thinking back when I was little and shit. And I'm just, bro, it wouldn't. I mean, I will agree with this. I think a bitch that just fell out of her place. You know what I'm talking about? Because even back then, like women just did certain shit on the they just did certain shit, bro. You get what I'm saying? It was more, I guess, gender roles back then. But even if a bitch was talking shit, she just did certain shit. You know what I'm talking about? A bitch could be talking shit, still cooking and shit. You know what I mean? Bitch be talking shit, still doing the laundry and shit. But they still did shit. I didn't see no motherfucker like, well, fix your own food. I ain't seen no shit like that back then. You see more of that shit right now. You see that more of that type of shit right now. But it just got me to thinking the fake foolery Friday. That ain't shit too much change. And something else I was thinking of right? Because once again, I don't know where you niggas got this shit from. And I don't promote no violence. But I don't, you know what I always hear? A man shouldn't hit a woman. You know what I don't never hear? Like, you know, a woman shouldn't jump up in a man's face. I don't never hear that, bruh. I always hear how a nigga ain't supposed to backhand a bitch. I don't promote no violence. I don't promote no domestic violence. You always hear that, bruh. But I don't never really hear like a bitch shouldn't jump in a nigga face. So you know what you get? A world of motherfuckers talking about you shouldn't hit a bitch, and guess what they get a bitch confidence to do? You know what I'm talking about? Just jump up in your face. That shit crazy as a motherfucker what we'll promote. But just fake foolery. Now I was just sitting here, I forgot what the fuck I was watching on TV. But a motherfucker said something and that shit just dripped me off. And I just got to thinking about when I was little. And what I was tripping off of, nothing changed. It's the same shit. It's just the way y'all view it. There's certain shit that's cool that ain't cool. There's certain shit that ain't cool that used to be cool. You know what I'm talking about? But the fake foolery, Friday, it go like this, bruh. Because we live in this world right here to where we little kids at its finest. I ain't bullshitting with you. We just little kids at its finest. So we spend so much unnecessary ass time, bruh, talking about shit that don't even make sense. Because most of the time, somebody just trying to get out of something. You ever seen that when a nigga finna come shoot some con on you and this con taking too long? You be like, nigga, spit it out, man. Get to your con, folks. He come over here try to give you a big elaborate ass story. You know what I'm talking about? Like, check this out, folks. Nigga, just get to your point, bro. Get to the con, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm either gonna go for it or I'm not, bro. Just get to the con. You know what I'm talking about? I can't stand no big ass. Man, that shit irks the fuck out of me, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Because most of the time, I know this because I used to do that shit when I was a little kid, bro. I told y'all, I always had one of them big ass stories from my daddy. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew says, old man, old lady. Nephew says, old man, old lady. Hey, what you say, bro? Old lady. You always have one of the big ass, elaborate ass stories from my daddy, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like Commander Brad. There I was. And what that does is, what you don't realize at the time is all that fluff and woofing and shit you finna do, all that lying you finna doing something, bro, you assaulting somebody else's intelligence. Because if you just sit up there, bro, because a lot of times when we be doing that shit, we finna tell somebody something hella slow that we think fast. And I think motherfuckers get so upset because you done sat up there, it's like a motherfucker look at you, it's like you insulting their intelligence, bro. It's like a nigga want to backhand the shit out you, like, you really think I'm not stupid? Like, that be the irritating part, for real. It ain't even that big ass fluff lying ass story you just told, bro. It's just that you insulted my intelligence like that. You get what I'm saying? You done told me some shit like I'm just a mark. You know what I'm talking about? Like I'm a lame from Spain, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? And on this fake foolery Friday, that's the shit right there that we have adapted in this motherfucking world. That has and I remember it used to just be the kids. remember it used to just be the kids. But now you got grown-ups doing the same shit. Motherfucker drove to the store, come back walking. You trying to figure out where your car at. This motherfucker. Well, see, this is what happened. See, now, as I took off, bro, where the fuck is my car? You get what I'm saying, bro? Like, you trying to explain some shit. I'm trying to explain. Just, you know what I mean? When motherfucker, they trying to talk you into their lie, folks. They trying to make that shit sound all, they trying to put all the fluff on it. They trying to make that shit sound all good. They trying to somehow sound believable. And when you doing all that talking and that explaining, bruh, that shit just look like you lying. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit just gonna look like you lying, folks. That's why if you knew like I knew, it don't even really, I mean to your loved ones. You know what I'm talking about, to your real live loved ones. But for the like the computer and the visible people, bruh, it don't even make no sense. You try to sit up here and explain nothing to these people, folks. Because even if you say something, they just gonna criticize that, bro. You can't win fucking with invisible people. Because invisible people have unlimited questions. But on this fake Foolery Friday, I don't know how we got in the motherfucking the habits of see, because we live on perception nowadays. Just what you think. You know what I'm talking about? That's why you have so many unhappy people, for real. Coffee Chronicles. I ain't bullshitting with you, bruh. You have so many unhappy people because they spend all their time trying to act like they happy. To the public. And that's when you really be happy behind the scenes, because it takes so much pressure for you mentally to put up a front, bruh. It takes more mental pressure on you to put up a front, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you, then you just, man, it is what it is. Fake Foolery Friday, folks. But that kid shit since I was a kid, bruh, that shit is so, when I tell you nerve-wracking, they say nerve-wracking, bruh. When I tell you that shit is so nerve-wracking, bruh. It's so nerve-wracking in my whole life, bruh. When I was a kid, the grown-ups used to do it. When I was a grown-up, the kids used to do it. Like my whole life, bruh, I just been seeing this shit. You get what I'm saying? You be sitting there, man. I'm one of them motherfuckers that just like to get to the bottom line so we could try to get to the solution and we could part our ways, bruh. I'm not the person that sits around and on the streets just been going on forever, bruh. You know, like somebody went to jail or something, bruh. So everybody on the phone, the family and shit, talking about the motherfucker who done went to jail and shit, bruh. Listen, folks. Man went to jail, bruh. Man just went to jail, bro. I'm not finna be sitting up here for 4 days having the same discussion about the man that just went to jail. That discussion is easy, bro. The man went to jail. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all ain't got to sit around with like what y'all call this shit, trouble bonding. I've been seeing that shit forever, and I ain't even know what it was till y'all came out with them new words, right? I mean, that word ain't new, but you know how y'all use it in these new days. And I've been watching motherfuckers do that shit my whole life. I ain't bullshitting with you. I've been watching motherfuckers do that shit my whole life. Coffee Chronicles. You know what I'm talking about? And I didn't know this was the reason why, but that's why I ain't never liked them groups. You know, you ever had to go to like a Alcoholics Anonymous or one of them classes they sent you to on a court date or something. You got to go to one of these drug programs and shit and all that shit. Man, every time I went to that shit, I done told my PO, man, yeah, I ain't going back to that shit, bro. Like I told you, I don't even use these drugs, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I was trying to get drug diversion, bro. You know what I'm talking about? yeah, I use, you know what I'm talking about? Just like everybody around this motherfucker. Then you go to drug diversion, you see all your partners, then use the same cap. I need help, I'm smoking. Because back then they was trying to give people help. You know what I'm talking about? So I guess I did see motherfuckers try to give people help before Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm talking about? he just had immunity on his help. Yeah, back then when they was trying to get you help, they'll still take you to jail. You can still do wrong, you know what I'm talking about? But I did see him try to help people before Ryan Garcia. But yeah, man, you go up in there, man. But that's neither here nor there. But when you used to go up in them things, bruh, I didn't want to hear that shit. Man, I still, like, y'all might, I don't believe sitting around talking to a bunch of people. I guess for somebody that helps, bruh, I ain't never believed that shit right there was healthy. I ain't, you know how they be like, you need to talk to somebody? I'm not so sure. You know what I'm talking about? You can talk to God. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not so sure, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? I think it's just on how you deal with that shit, nigga. I think it's how you digest that shit. I don't really think you need to talk to nobody about shit that you don't want to talk to them about. I ain't never thought it was just good to sit around a bunch of motherfuckers you don't know and divulge your personal information, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't never thought that was, depending on what your personal, you know what I'm talking about? What you didn't, I ain't never thought that was, sharp. I ain't never believed in that shit. And then they just tell you something, man, they just tell you something hella plain. Like when you first go up in there, they don't have you sign no, with the non-disclosure, that they don't have you sign none of that shit. They just tell you some shit like this. Everything that's said in this room stays here. Nigga, you got 50 motherfuckers that just got out the penitentiary. And I mean, it stays here. You don't tell your family members, your spouse. And these niggas, they just gonna, everybody just gonna abide by this rule, bruh. Everybody go home and be teasing them niggas they was just in class with, bruh. Nigga, they finna go, nigga, that's the first thing they finna talk about when they get out this motherfucker. Coffee Chronicles, man, y'all, man, the world kills me, man. And you know these niggas finna go, talk about that shit, but you finna sit here and just divulge, oh, man, you be crazy as a motherfucker, bruh. The less the motherfuckers know about you is the less motherfuckers know about you, folks. You can sit there and give them a grand tour of you if you want to, nigga. The more motherfuckers know about you, the easier it is it's gonna be to play you. Why you think you see people play on the people with good hearts? Because they had a good heart. Why you think more motherfuckers do shit to their friends out of pocket than they do the motherfuckers out here in the street? Because, see, they worried about that shit in the street. They worried if they go get over on the motherfucker in the street, how that motherfucker gonna reply to they scandalousness. You know what I'm talking about? But see, when you dealing with a friend, you feel that friend got love for you. You know they ain't gonna take it too far with you. You know what I'm talking about? They might be mad at you for a second. And that's why you see more people fuck their friends over. Then you see them just fuck complete strangers over. They got more fear of that stranger. They friends with you. They know you, you know what I'm talking about? Or they think you got some type of love for them. You know what I'm talking about? So they could just come fuck you over. It's just me. You know what I'm talking about? You can't take that too hard. Knowing the same shit they did, if they would have did that to a stranger, they probably wouldn't even be here. You know what I'm talking about? Because they did some serious shit. But they reserved that for their friendship. And that's the shit I'll be talking about right there, man, on this fake foolery. It's shit just like that. Motherfucker reserve all that scandals, that bullshit for the loved ones. You know what I'm talking about? Because you use a card, you scared just to go get somebody you don't know. Because you don't know how they going to react. You think you done gauged your loved one's reaction already. You already know key words and shit to tell them to make them not trip. Make them not as mad at you. You might even did something for them before, you know what I'm talking about? So you always going to throw that up. Man, you tripping off that? You remember when you got out of jail and I took you shopping? They going to say some shit like that, you know what I'm talking about? To offset they wrong. You know what I'm talking about? Something straight out of the comic book, man. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Hey, what'd you say, bro? Old lady. Yeah, they gonna say something like that to offset they wrong. But you ain't gonna see them playing with people in the street like that, because the shit they doing is serious. So they not gonna take that to where their safety might be not safe. No, they gonna bring that scandalous on around home, you know what I'm talking about, to one of their loved ones that they feel they safe with. Same shit I told y'all be doing at them goddamn jobs. I used to know this bitch worked at a hospital. Bullshit you not. It was really a whole flock of them hoes that worked at the hospital. You know what I'm talking about? Highland, you know what I'm talking about? I didn't know these bitches worked at Highland Hospital, flocking them bitches, right? And you know what was so funny? If you ever got shot, you know what I'm talking about? And that ain't funny, but it's not. And you had to go up there, bruh. If you knew them bitches for real, you would swear to God that wasn't even them bitches. You know what I'm talking about? If you knew them bitches for real, bruh, I swear to God. You know, no, it was one of them. It was one of them, no. But she didn't stay there that long. That bitch got fired hella quick. But yeah, she was one of them that didn't change. You would have knew it was her. But for the most part, all them other bitches, bruh, you wouldn't even knew that was them bitches, bruh. Man, them hoes got up in that hospital, and them hoes acted like they had some sense, man. You wouldn't even know them hoes was that polite. You wouldn't even know them bitches knew how to use the correct English. You wouldn't have known none of that, bruh. If you see how when them bitches get off work, how they over there hanging out around that neighborhood, you know what I'm talking about, over there around that block on them porch steps and shit, you wouldn't believe that y'all hold on. Had a bit of some smoke on it, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, you wouldn't know who them hoes was, bruh. You would have never thought them hoes had sense, folks. And I've known that since I was little, bruh. And I've never got that. Even when I was little, bruh. That I just didn't. It's mind-boggling to me to this day, even though I'm big. You get what I'm saying? That I've been watching for years, folks. That motherfuckers from the police to do your family members that you don't want you don't want them to know you smoking weed or snorting pot or smoking crystal, whatever it is you do. The motherfucker you don't want to know. I've always seen my whole life a motherfucker where a motherfucker got all they complete sense. It's like they tap into their sensei. They polite, they got manners, they know how to socialize, all that shit they turn. And I realize that's not the fake person, bruh. This other person is an act. Because when somebody that you deem in your head is important, they get the best you. Coffee Chronicles. They get the best you, folks. They get the respect for you. They get the proper English using you. They get the you with the common sense. They get the you that know how to hold a conversation. They get the you that's not cussing. They get the you with they get the you with no attitude, no sass, none of that smacking the lips and rolling eyes and all the no. They don't get that person. I ain't never understood that, folks. Since I was little, I'm gonna tell you something I always knew was disrespectful, and I ain't never got the. I tell you, bitches been the same way forever, bruh. And I'm gonna tell you something that when I was little, that the old bitches used to do, that I ain't never got to this motherfucking day. It'll be like, see, back then, bruh, they played like nigga, it was kicking it for real, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck these phones, niggas was the grown-ups was around that motherfucker playing big what's that game? B-Wiz or you know what I'm talking about? Tonk. You know what I'm talking about? Shit like that. Spades, dominoes. It was card games and shit going on. Big shit talking. You know what I'm talking about? And it used to be groups and shit, but you'll have like 4-5 couples that was married and shit. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. And keep it real, back in the day, my motherfuckers was married. But I still ain't seen that many happy married people. I ain't bullshitting with you. I guess they was happy in their own way, but from the outside looking in, I still to this day ain't seen that many happy married people. I ain't bullshitting with you. But it'll be all sometimes it'll be couples against couples too. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes it'll be the bitches against the niggas. But I used to always see some shit like, I don't know if the bitch was mad at her husband. I don't know if the bitch, whatever kind of respect. But I used to see a bitch everywhere you go, bruh. I done seen the same shit. Where one of these bitches with and it ain't even that this bitch is flirting with this other bitch husband or something. But it's like these bitches give these other hoes husband more respect than they do their own nigga. The nigga be like they nigga be like the butt of the joke and shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, his bitch always got something smart to him when she's saying she sitting around here complimenting. Man, even since I've been little, bruh, I could peep that disrespect. And that shit, I used to be like, man, that shit weird. It is. I used to think to myself, man, like, I knew that was disrespect, even though I didn't know what it was. You get what I'm saying? Ever since I was little, that was just a weird ass energy. And I've always seen people do that. I see people do that in the church today, folks. It's like you hoes be having more respect for pastor than y'all do for y'all husbands, bruh. Coffee Chronicle. Pastor word mean more in your house than your husband do. Coffee Chronicles. And that's crazy. That's crazy as shit. I ain't bullshitting with you. It is. But I've seen that my whole life, bruh. It's like on this fake foolery, bruh. Fake Foolery Friday. We pick and choose who we say that best person for. That motherfucker with sense. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody else get the disrespect, the attitude, especially you niggas now, cause you niggas, I'm telling y'all ain't got just like these hoes out here, bro, with the spite, the envy, and the back and forth, the clarification. It's just weird, folks. It is. It's weird sitting around niggas. That's why I don't do it. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, I still got my folks. Like I say, bro, I got a bunch of motherfuckers that like I've been knowing forever, folks. You get what I'm saying? I bullshit you not. The fellas just had a conference yesterday. You know what I'm talking about? The old school folks. Shout out to all my folk niggas. You know what I'm talking about? And niggas still around. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas still come to the round table when it's serious. Coffee Chronicles. You know what I'm talking about? And I thought that was tight yesterday. I did. Even my nigga from the can't leave Ken in the pen out. You know what I'm talking about? When it's a conference, you know what I'm talking about? Everybody show up, man, no matter where you at. The last members of the fall, nigga. And I thought that was tight. I did. Off subject a little bit, but bullshit you not, nigga. And I love all my niggas, you know what I'm talking about? Even if me and the motherfucker might not talk like that. But I was just tripping off that yesterday when we had the little thing, bruh. It's like, nigga, I can still call all my niggas I grew up with, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? I get on my phone right now and get any one of my niggas on the phone, folks. I thought that was tight, folks. It is. You know what I'm talking about? Because it ain't that many of us left. We didn't even really, we was all we had. You know what I'm talking about? We was good for saying that before Nelly and them. We all we got. I ain't bullshit with you, nigga. But I thought that was tight. But I've been knowing my niggas damn near 20 years plus, bruh. Damn near everybody I know. Even my new motherfuckers, you know what I'm talking about? Not new motherfuckers, but even some new people I done met, nigga, when I moved 20 plus years, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? Them be good relationships. And I just thought that was tight. I did. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga still grounded. Even though everybody doing their own thing, man, it's still all love. And that's tight. To me anyway. To still be able to like everybody that's around. You get in contact with them. You know what I'm talking about? And not even niggas from just my slab, bruh. It's like if I wanted to call one of my old school niggas, bruh, I could, you know what I'm talking about? That's tight. You know what I'm talking about? I'm glad, you know what I'm talking about? Don't get me wrong, because there's a few motherfuckers that ain't so fond of baby cuz. But besides that, man, like, I'm just glad, like, I was able, bruh, just to be me for so long. Like, bruh, I ain't never, like, if we just ain't into it on a personal level, bruh, I ain't never really did nothing scandalous to you. I don't know, maybe when we was kids or something, but, like, I ain't really got that type of track record, bruh, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't the nigga that stole your bundle and all that shit, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I ain't that nigga. But I thought that was tight, man. That is still enough love floating all them years later, bruh. And it's like just brothers. You know what I'm talking about? To a nigga who didn't have no brothers. That's tight. But fake foolery, folks. I told you in the end it all tie in. You know what I'm talking about? And it's just good, like, you know how it's fake foolery now, like, now y'all might not agree with me, but it seems to me like everybody, like I just told you, I got them 20, 30 year plus relationships. And these years that I've been seeing is like everybody been shedding them motherfuckers like they done found out how to get into it with they real loved ones and did some of this old new shit or something basically just to be around other people. Or not other people, or y'all know how we dick ride it to now, you know what I'm talking about? So you been seeing a popular person or a person you want to get next to, they say they got it going on over there. So you done went over there kissing people's ass and shit, trying to be down. All that shit right there, but I ain't seen hella people, I just done seen hella that shit. You know what I'm talking about for like the last 5 years. You just be like, damn. And to me, I don't even know what happened. You just be like, damn. But that shit seemed like a trend to me. Because before you start seeing that shit on TV, you wasn't seeing that shit in the streets. Because before the TV used to emulate the streets. Now the streets try to emulate the TV. So it's backwards. Fake foolery. That's why you're gonna get backwards, or just all this shit is backwards. And once again, even though it sounds like I'm complaining about it, bruh, it just is what it is. I'm just here to bring like a lightweight awareness that it ain't gotta be you. You know what I'm talking about? And if you don't look out, it will be. You know what I'm talking about? You'll be like you'll be in the Matrix, folks. You'll be in the Matrix. You'll be up here talking about, man, I hate when niggas be up here, man, solving murders after you just solved two. Cause like it's just weird, bro. It's a psychological game that ain't for the weak minded folks. They will have you up here doing the same shit that you complaining about, bro. They'll have you up here calling somebody a credible source who ain't nothing but the FBI agent. Why you trying to call somebody else a FBI agent, bro? It's a real tricky game. That's why you don't even play it. I'm telling you, this shit'll get you. It'll catch you up, bro. And it's lightweight easy because they come around playing, bro. I'm telling you, because I'm only human, folks. And some day you might not just. Some days is better than others, bro. Like some days you get tired of that shit. Shout out Rob Arbanks, my man from Alabama, down there in that big Alabama. I want to shout him out because my man don't be doing nothing but just trying to sit up here, man. I want to shout out anybody come up here, even if you messy, bro. You got. Because just like I said, bro, I know kind of how hard this shit is. You know what I'm talking about? This shit ain't that easy. So I shout everybody out with a channel. Like I said, I ain't even mad at you if you is one of them old gossip mouth motherfuckers in everybody business, bro. If that's what you do, that's just what you do. You ain't got to listen to me. I'm just continuously going to tell you we ain't going to get nowhere like that. And we going to get innocent people hurt. You know what I'm talking about? But if you do it, I don't have no problem with you. We just need to stop doing it, though. Now, if you can understand that, good. If you can't, fuck it. You know what I'm talking about? But I ain't the one looking for problems, man. But, y'all want to shout out Rob Arbanks. My man just be coming up here trying to give his contribution and saying whatever. And sometimes they just get to playing with you. Some days you don't be feeling like that shit, bro. And that's what's fucked up, really. Because in this day and age, a nigga could just come force his ignorance on you. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga could just come force his ignorance on you. And that's how they first get you to play the game. Cause you getting tired of motherfuckers saying silly shit. So now you done block the motherfucker. That's where it starts. You know what I'm talking about? Now you in your chat put motherfuckers on timeout. Now you telling people when they can't talk and if they learn how to behave, they can come on back. Now you dictating that. Man, fuck all that shit. You can say what you want to. Because once again, bro, if a motherfucker jump up in there and say they love what you doing, that's not going to bother you. You're not going to identify that as a slander. You're going to identify that as love. But if a motherfucker jump up in there and say, man, this shit trash, and you need to go somewhere with your old ass or something like that, if you identify the other shit as love, just identify that shit as love, bruh. Because this is something you need to understand, bruh. People like your show. They like fucking with you, but they like your show, folks. I bet you ain't never seen a troll that speak English go over there and fuck with somebody who didn't speak English, that didn't know what he was talking about. Like you don't use your translator. Like you either had to type their language. They not gonna stay over there, bro, because they understand them people don't understand them. They don't like what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? So when you be getting them trolls, they really be liking what's going on. They also like fucking with you though. But ain't nobody gonna sit there and watch you for as long as them trolls be up in there if they don't like what's going on, folks. You know what I'm talking about? They would have been found somebody else to go fuck with. So just remember that. So don't, a lot of times you gotta realize when they hating, that's love too. Coffee Chronicles. Or when you think they hating and they just saying all that stupid shit, bro, listen. They wouldn't even be over there fucking with you if they didn't like what was going on. They just like fucking with you too though. You know what I'm talking about? But all that shit be love in a weird way. The troll's the one that's gonna blow you up anyway. You feel me? Cause they coming. You know what I'm talking about? But I said all that to say the same way if a motherfucker tell you they like your shit and what's going on or whatever and you identify that as love, the same way you gotta identify when that nigga talking shit, that's love too. In a weird way. Even though some days you ain't gonna wanna hear that shit. Like, get your bitch ass on up out of here, man. Find something else to do, I get it, right? But that's still love too. That's why you gotta look at it that way. You know what I'm talking about? Because all that shit interaction. Whether they hit that likes button or that thumbs down, all that shit is interaction. It's the same thing. You just gotta look at it that way. A nigga saying he love your shit in the comment is the same thing as a nigga saying I can't stand this channel in your comment. It's a comment on your channel. And when you look at it like that, you'll realize all that shit really love. And your channel wouldn't be booming without it. You know what I'm talking about? So you just gotta look at all that shit as love. Because if not, you'll just end up dictating what everybody say. Like we tell people they got the right to say what they want to, but they only got the right to say what they want to if we like it. You know what I'm talking about? If we don't like what they gotta say, you know what I'm talking about? Fake foolery. Friday. If we don't like what they say, we be ready to block them and hide them and all that shit. But fuck it, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta look at all that shit as love. Because in the end, all that shit gonna help you. But I get it. But fake foolery, folks. And I think we, like I said, bro, I think we just use our best person for the wrong shit. I do. That's why you see people, it seem like they love, I don't know, just whatever else they do. That job, just that other shit. Like when the police pull you over, bro, and you just check yourself. When you go to work and you just check yourself. When you're around the family members, you don't want nobody to know you off drugs and you check yourself. Like that person right there you is at that moment, I don't know why we don't bring that person out more often, but we don't. We don't. It's like we save that shit for the whoever is important to us in our mind, bro. And I know y'all done seen this shit. It ain't even got to be your job, or it could just be them family members. You don't want to know you over there selling pills and shit. You know what I'm talking about? It could just be anybody, bro. You don't want them people to know you got the trap house right there, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You selling apes up out of here. You got crystal. You got all kind of shit. Oxycontins, E pills. You know what I'm talking about? You don't want them to know what's going on. You will just act a certain way. Then when the people gone, you get back to treating everybody else like shit. And that's the one of the biggest things in this society that is off balance. And that's the way we treat people in general. And it ain't even like fuck some compassion and all that, even though that's good to have if you have it. Just empathy with people and all that. It's just the way we treat people, bruh. Coffee Chronicles. And the scene, but that's what you, I told you, bro. You gonna find out who somebody really is when they dead broke or they having big bread. You gonna find out who they is at them times. Cause your character gonna show on both of them. It's gonna show how you really feel about people when you don't need them. And it's gonna show you how much class you got if you dead broke. You know what I'm talking about? I told you I done seen motherfuckers be, I guess, dead broke and kill their partner. So all that shit is gonna tell you a lot about yourself. Because when you dead broke, it's gonna let you know where your scandalous meter is. You know what I'm talking about? How it is gonna let you know where your scandalous meter is. I ain't bullshitting with you. You know what I'm talking about? But fake foolery, bruh. It just used to seem like it was more genuine people around this motherfucker. But I told you, and I was just sitting back thinking, bruh, this world ain't changed. These hoes ain't even got more aggressive. You know what I'm talking about? They ain't. Everything kind of been the exact same. Like, shit might be getting younger and motherfuckers just ain't got no sense. But, like, all this shit kind of been the same, bruh. It's just the narration people putting on it. It is. Because I think back, bruh, and I was just thinking back. Just growing up, bruh, that shit always been the same way, folks. Bitches always done had mouth. They just wouldn't call them masculine back then, folks. Because niggas wouldn't really talk like that. You might have had a nigga that didn't want to say nothing to the bitch. But I done seen a lot of that shit, bro. So that shit always been happening. You seen a lot of that shit, actually. Where like the nigga bitch just ran him. And they be sitting around, the bitch be talking for him. You seen a lot of that shit. You know what I'm talking about? So it ain't even like the bitch done got more masculine, bro. Bitches been doing the same shit they been doing since they been here, is what I done seen. You niggas ain't got more soft, though. Y'all have. But it's just like everybody confused. Because you running around here listening to 1,000 motherfuckers. Because everybody just got their theses and theories and all that shit today. So you just around here listening to shit. But, fake foolery. I told you, y'all character ain't shit no more. I ain't bullshitting with you. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Hey, what you say, bro? Old lady. Y'all character just ain't shit no more. It's like you want to be popular too bad. You want some subscriptions, views. You just want to be seen too bad. So it's like you almost willing to do anything, bruh. Just to create some kind of, whatever y'all call that shit. Some kind of attention. On the real, you willing to do anything. So, I don't know. But fake foolery, folks. You ain't got to be that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? You could just be you, bro. You ain't got to put on no act. You could just treat people with common courtesy and respect. You can, bro. Because a lot of shit, especially, it's a lot of shit, bro, that go on every day for no reason. Do you get what I'm saying, folks? And a lot of that shit got to do with just because motherfuckers really don't know how to communicate. On some real shit. And it seemed like, I don't know if it's because y'all play on y'all computer too much or something, but it just almost seems like I said, you looking for that shit. You looking for the disrespect. You in the real world, tell you be in the store, bruh. And whoever, this is what I learned a long time ago, just like when you go in the casino and shit, bruh. Whoever at the counter, that's just who at the counter, bruh. Whoever at the counter, it ain't really, if you short of time or whatever, whoever at the counter, bruh, it ain't no telling how long they been in line. That's just they turn at the counter. They really don't have nothing to do with you being late nowhere or you tired. It don't. So I learned a long time ago, bro. That's just they turn. You know what I'm talking about? But especially out here in that casino and that 7-Eleven, you have a lot of motherfuckers that get into it daily about that shit right there, where another motherfucker trying to tell another motherfucker to hurry up. You know what I'm talking about? And there's 4-5 motherfuckers in front of them. It's just like, what I'm getting to as people is like we always, we try to mold the world into what we want everybody else to do. And sometimes you can't just do that. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you just got to stay in your lane and your place, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Because you only in control of what you could do, bruh. But it seems like it's the equivalent to like you on the freeway, bruh. Every lane open, but it's a motherfucker that's just riding your bumper, trying to get you to go faster when you're not. When all they got to do is just go around you, but they not. You know what I'm talking about? They just rather ride your bumper like you driving too slow. It's the same thing. You feel me? But I don't know, unless you got some kids or a bitch or something that you could tell what to do. But in these days, it seems like we strive to do that, bruh. It's to try to dictate everything. We just tried to mold the world into what we wanted to be at that moment. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. Told you I seen the people arguing with the essay store about their rules. You know what I'm talking about? And then you been and gave a motherfucker a ride. And it's that motherfucker. We getting the Smiths before you even getting the Smiths or some Walmart, wherever you going, they done read something on the motherfucking door that it said. Now they want to speak to management about what this shit they said on the door. This the motherfucker you done gave a ride to, man. If you don't go up in this motherfucker and grab that motherfucking tissue and that little bit of food you was talking about, you need for the night and bring your ass up, man. I ain't got time to be sitting around this motherfucker waiting on management and shit because you want to ask them about a rule about their establishment, man. Like sometimes we just need to stop. We don't control everything. Just control what you can, man. You know what I'm talking about? Your own shit. But fake foolery, man. We could just do better with each other. You know what I'm talking about? We don't have to be with each other with all the fake and foolery. You know what I'm talking about? We could be better with each other, man. You don't have to do your people like that, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Excuse me. You know what I'm talking about? You don't. We could just as people, nigga, around the world. You could just treat your people better, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Because it be seeming like we be saving our best person, the people that everybody got their own important people in their head, and that's the person you act right around. You know what I'm talking about? I think if you bought that person out more, that want to know how to act around them important people, I think this world would be a little bit better. But what do I know? Only you can prevent forest fires, man. And with that one right there, if you don't remember nothing else, always remember. It don't cost nothing just to show a little bit of that love.